Okay, guys, I'm gonna be talking about the episode 9 teaser trailer. Let's get right into being the title reveal. Let's talk about what the title is. And that's The Rise of Skywalker. Oh, and by the way, I got the shirt for Endgame, but it's not really appropriate time to wear it. I just was wearing it when I made the video. So don't think that I'm a loser for not wearing a Star Wars shirt, because I have plenty of Star Wars shirts. That's beyond the point. But anyways, we're back onto it. I think that's a funny name as content. This is the end of the Skywalker saga. You know, it's not saying, oh, it's the end of Star Wars. No, this generation, this saga. So it is fitting. How do you go out in an appropriate way? Well, it's the Skywalker saga. Is as appropriate as it gets, It's really safe and very appropriate. And sometimes the safe bet is okay. And this is where it's like, okay, you're playing it safe and it works. So I'm going to talk about, so let's start with this. So obviously it starts with the Rey having heavy breathing, right? And you see the I think Kylo's TIE Defender flying into her, and I just like her posing and getting ready. You see the Skywalker lightsaber connected together, ready to fight. And it's interesting. It's in a desert planet. I know they filmed in Jordan. There's obviously a few places it could be. It could be Jakku. It could be... I have three ideas. It's Jakku, Tatooine, or probably someplace new. But, it could... Because, Jakku just seems all desert. But this seems like more rocky. But it seems like they're going to spend a good amount of time in this location, because you see a scene with Rey and the TIE Defender. You see a scene and then you see a scene with Poe and Finn, and then you see a lot of, and then beyond just all this, you see a lot of behind the scenes photos in this place, and then you see a speeder chase, which I feel is so, which also it looks super cool. Just everything it looks. And then, of course, they cap off the scene with Rey with her doing a flip. And I would say that the TIE Silencer looks super cool. And the move Rey pulls off looks super cool. So what are the implications? What does that mean? I don't really know. And so in that case, it's pretty exciting because you want to understand where it's going for it. And so I think that's really cool. I like that move. And I like Luke saying, we've taught you all you know, and you've had generations of knowledge and power, which is true because she has the temple books. But has she read them? Has she looked through it? Has she actually shown Kaden? I don't know, but I think Luke's voiceover is epic. He's going to make an appearance. No, definitely, because I think something that they're riding on to get fans interesting is the nostalgia factor. And what better way to wrap in nostalgia is with Luke Skywalker himself, which is the ultimate nostalgia fest. But boy, there's some nostalgia factors in this teaser. They're a minute and 24 seconds. That really turns you on. But yeah, I think desert. I've always been a fan of Star Wars in the desert. It always is cinematic and always looks good. Poe and Finn look cool, and they're gonna get in the action just as. I see that. Obviously, I feel like they can get into action too. Because that speeder scene was so epic. I like it. I like how it looks. I like it's reminiscent of the original trilogy, and that is the best thing I feel like they can do at this point in time. Is that? But yeah, then you have a scene with Kylo Ren, powering down, slamming down. So it was kind of a guy, and it seems like that force scene. It seems like he's gonna come on that force that we see later in the trail. But all what I like is how a unique takedown. So how Kylo really takes advantage of kind of a crossbar, cross saber. How like the little T, kind of he uses it where he's kind of like instead of not. He's like. So I like how he well utilizes what makes his saber unique, and I hope that they don't have a redemption. I mean, it could for Kylo. It feels like as far as the rise of Skywalker, who are they talking to? Well, right off the bat, let's just name. I mean, like I think you got Luke, but he's just I don't think it's fitting. And then you think about Rey, but I almost don't want Rey to be Skywalker in the sense that the Force makes it in a way where anybody can have the Force. And you see, by making Rey a Skywalker, you almost overkill in the fact that when you really think about this, because when you're telling me that the past 3 generations of, I just think it would be overkill, and I did think out of all the complaints in the Last Jedi, that was not one of them. That was not one of them. It seemed underwhelming in theater and kind of revising it, but then in the long scheme of things, I wasn't as sad because not everybody, again and again, can all be a Skywalker. Sometimes you could be a Jedi, but not be a Skywalker, and that's a big message. So it could be Kylo Ren doing a redemption arc for him, which could be interesting, but I don't really want to do. I want to see Kylo Ren go full dark side and pick that dark side all the way through, and I think where you'd pack the punch would just be that death, where Kylo Ren or Rey, because remember how Darth Vader and Luke had such a great duel in Return of the Jedi. I'm not saying copy it, because it's not really copying, but have that kind of emotional punch from a different relationship. Two people who are in love. A father and son relationship is completely different. See, because when you think about it, all three, now that you think about it, if this goes true and Rey and Kylo have an emotional fight at the end, then this rings true to all three final acts in a trilogy, which deal with different personal relationships. The original trilogy deals with father and son, right? And a redemption arc, or trying to redeem, and succeeds at the last minute, but too late. Then you got the prequels, which is Obi-Wan trying to redeem Anakin, which is kind of a brotherly love, mentoring. You could either take it as a brotherly love, almost in a way, or a mentor and apprentice. And then on this side, it would be two people who are in love and want to do different things in one. And both of them kind of want to redeem each other from what they think, in their point of views, is their inner demon. what is. And I want to see Kylo Ren face his personal struggles and with the pressure of the Emperor, which is definitely going to be in this film because of his laugh. And I definitely think they're going to find him in the second Death Star at the end. And I'll get to that in a bit. But yeah, see, and then let's just cut to this scene with another ship on a planet. And then you see Lando and Chewie in the Millennium Falcon, which seems to be going to that same planet or leaving that planet. No clue what it is. Seems like it's snow with rocks. It's kind of reminiscent of the one in Rogue One. I mean, to be honest, I don't think it's gonna be the one with Rogue One, but I'm just putting that out there that it does. And I stand by that. I stand by it. But yeah, it's nice to see him again. Seeing Lando in the cockpit wearing. At first, I didn't really like that he was wearing his outfit for Solo out of all the crazy things he could have worn. But I thought it was kind of cool seeing him actually on screen wearing it. Kind of brought it as that it really does feel like Lando. It does really bring such a Lando-ness, and I hope he has a big enough role in the film that it's not just, oh, he's in this film. Oh. And for a little bit. No, I wanted to actually make an impact. Not just be like, oh, I'm here. If you get Billy D. Williams Lando in a film like this, who knows how long he's gonna be around. So take that opportunity. Do you think he's gonna die? Well, it's the Star Wars sequel trilogy. You bet he's probably gonna die. Because they missed the shot with Leia, and it was too late. If they missed that shot with Lando, it could be too late. But back on Leia is that I love the emotional scene where she's looking down at what's presumably probably Han's medal that she gave to him at New Hope, and that just gave me chills. It's like, you're bringing back so much memories that kind of was something you wanted from the original cast that, hell yeah, did you get? And so I really did like that. And then the hug from Rey and the cry, maybe she was telling him, kind of finally officially confirming that Luke was dead. Because again, nobody was on that island. But definitely I think they're going to go in that forest and Kylo Ren's going to chase them down and they're going to leave. And it would be kind of emotional right off the gate if Leia died, which probably is going to happen because I think they used like deleted or extra scenes from Force Awakens or scenes from the Force Awakens and like digitally added and removed stuff to make our scenes possible because they filmed probably zero scenes for Leia for obvious reasons. Not going to go into that. So that's definitely why I feel like if they're going to do a death scene, it's probably going to be like that. They're not doing CGI. They're not or doing any of that. No, they're not. While Star Wars was kind of that birth, it was always exciting and interesting. As Star Wars has always been something that's great about Star Wars. It's always been in a step ahead as far as technologically advanced and have its time. You know what I mean? By that, because 1977, they used special effects, all that stuff, all these different, like, almost magic tricks that have never been seen before. Then you get to Rogue One, and they had Peter Cushing's Grand Moff Tarkin, whose actor died 22 years earlier. And yet they were able to make him whatever. It's one of those magic tricks. Once you know about it, it's not as exciting. but at least this trick you can have it's the first of its time. It's like Star Wars was literally the invention of pulling a rabbit out of your hat. It seems so obvious. It seems something that so classic. Everybody can master it almost. But Star Wars not only top that and be more ahead of its time in Rogue One with the special effects. Now that would probably be the equivalent of like what would be something modern? What's been the modern? I don't know. Whatever one of those modern. It would be like the equivalent of like maybe guessing, maybe picking a card, or no. Whatever it is, it's a trick. I think the rabbit in the hat analogy at the beginning was super good, but anyways, it's interesting was what pulled them to get to the Death Star. I definitely think it's the one that Palpitine's on, which is not the first Death Star, the second one. Because how do you have Palpatine? Where was he last seen? He was last seen on the Death Star, but like, wouldn't he be 100 years old? I don't know. You would think he might be 100 years old in the Star Wars universe. I mean, you can't really be that mad because it's Palpatine, you know? It's Palpatine. It's Palps. You know, he can do anything he wants. For crying out loud, you know? He's one of the strongest Force users there's out there. So, why would they come to there and I don't know. You know, maybe they had it on the radar and maybe search for it. There's something that pulls them. And I'm not sure. Maybe they were following Kylo Ren and maybe Kylo Ren discovered it. And maybe Kylo Ren was searching for, I don't know. You can only speculate so much with only probably about 1 to 3 seconds of actually seeing it. So I can't speculate much more, I would say. See, that's kind of my breakdown of Star Wars Episode 9, The Rise of Skywalker teaser trailer breakdown.